Hi people, it's Newbie back again. Got a little noise upstairs. They're doing some carpet cleaning, so hopefully that doesn't disturb you a lot, but you may notice this isn't what I'm normally in front of. I'm at my friend Duane's. Step in, Duane. Say hello to the people.
Hey y'all, how are you?
And Duane is a friend that actually I met at Tom Strover's operating sessions. We've been operating together for a while, and I came to realize what he has here in his basement. And I thought, you know, I really need to come and see this, and I thought I better bring you along or you're going to be mad at me. So anyway, so here we are, and we're just going to start walking around and looking. The camera right now is sitting in the stairwell as we come down into Duane's train room. Now this is HO, which I really wish I had the space to do HO, because you can do so much detail work. And Duane is a detail expert.
Oh my goodness.
Let me show you. Here, take a look at all this. All right, starting at this end of the layout, look at those balloons. There's actually 3 of them, and I don't know if you could see. Let me move the camera just a little bit here. Sorry for the jiggling, but you see there's 3 balloons over there, and then that one there is actually painted on the wall. It doesn't look like it. Did you do the painting, Duane, yourself?
I did, yep.
Wow.
And an interesting thing is this balloon right here, where you can see the marker, when the heating and air conditioning comes on, this moves. So it sways back and forth.
Wow.
It's kind of a neat effect.
Cool, yeah. And then you see the, again, excuse the movement. And back in here, you see the trains come through out of tunnels, and really nice use of backdrop. Did you paint that backdrop yourself?
No,
or
that's a purchase.
That's
backdrop.
purchased, yeah. But that really is neat. And the tunnels come out, or the train comes out of the tunnels back there, and then along the side of the mountains. How about that? And just really neat. I really like the snow-covered mountains. That's really neat.
On the mountain, just putting the snow, that's woodland scenic snow powder. And it was interesting because I did this. This is a 10-year project. We just completed the project. I have no more under the table work that this guy is going to do. And so when the air conditioning was on, I was sprinkling snow, and it was going all over. I had to stop all the furnace and everything.
Oh, but it really looks nice.
Thank you. It's a freelance Colorado setting.
Okay.
And the name of the railroad is the La Plata and San Juan Railroad.
La Plata and San Juan.
Yeah, those are 2 counties in Colorado. Okay. La Plata County has Durango, Colorado.
Okay.
And San Juan County has Silverton.
And those are your 2 towns.
That's the 2
Got
towns.
it.
But
Okay.
they're not prototypical. They're just my version, and
all right.
As
well,
they say, my railroad.
Let's start moving on around here. And
now, something that I did want to call your attention to are these buttons.
I already pushed one. And
we have 23 interactive buttons.
Okay, now, if I'm viewing this right, I'm thinking you're modeling in the late 50s?
Yes,
early 60s?
Yep, transition.
Yeah. And there's the camera, you can't see it, but there's buttons on the fascia here, and I'm going to push a button. And the church bell rings. Isn't that cool? And then there's another button here that says Durango lights. Isn't that neat?
So this is the back side of Durango.
Okay, we're looking at it from the back. We'll look at it from the front as we move around.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But and I see your labeling.
Yes.
which to and from Sawmill, so there must be a sawmill somewhere.
Right, there is on the other side.
And so that's keeping track of what track is what.
Correct.
Right. Oh, cool. All right, moving on around, we see what looks like a frozen waterfall. And my viewers are, wait, let me,
That's at this angle.
yeah, my viewers are aware of what I'm going through with what is hoped to be a waterfall someday, and it's just that it just takes so long, and so that's a push button for the waterfall?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So you can see down in here, there's cotton in the bottom.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's really neat.
And I put lighting in there. And I build all my own circuitry, Glenn, for everything that you see. I put together all the ICs, everything, wiring.
Yeah, yeah. And more little details down here. I see a canoe down there on the...
right here.
Yep.
There's a fisherman. And then this is a button for the river.
For the river, yeah. How cool.
Plexiglass, polyurethane finish like they put on bar tops.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a little glare here, but...
Okay.
But,
The only problem with this is every time when I press this button, most people have to go to the bathroom. It just excites them, so.
What a problem to have.
This strap, I think, might be.
And there's some more, another fisherman and another canoe down there. I mean, well, actually, there's a couple fishermen down there. Really nice detailing. Duane, I'm really liking it. I am.
By the way, all the mountains here, every mountain, is sculpt-a-mold.
Really?
Yeah. And the way I did it is that I had cardboard strips that I cut, interlaced them,
right,
put gardening fabric on top of it, glued that, and then I had 750 pounds of sculpt-a-mold to make all the mountains, and I shaped them by hand.
Wow, that is cool. We got a nice mixed freight sitting here, and that we've been wandering by. But okay, let's move on around. The coal mine.
Yeah. And I have workers here walking in from the, you'll see it from the other angle there. They're walking into the cave and then, or into the mine, then they'll take an elevator up.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a spent vein right here.
Oh, yeah.
It's already mined out, so now they're starting a new vein here.
Yeah. Cool. Let me see if I can get the camera up in here to get a little closer shot without making everybody sick from camera movement. Really neat work.
And these are continuations of the mountains. Just again, imagery. It's all imagery, right?
Right.
This is the La Plata and San Juan Railroad logo.
Oh, well, that's neat. Cool. And then you've got some train storage on the wall. Nice. And now we've come around this peninsula and we're looking down toward Durango, and I'm going to have to break here and and replug the camera. After a little shuffling of power cords for the camera, we're back and jiggling the camera again, and we're coming up to the town of Durango.
You can see the train station here.
Right. Oh, cool. A lot of activity with baggage getting ready for the next train to come through.
Have a little park in the back. People can sit. And a War Veterans Memorial here.
Yeah.
The roundhouse for the trolley. There's a trolley goes around and makes 4 stops all the way around town.
Oh. Well, I was more interested in the car show here with the Cord and the Bugatti.
And of course, I had to have a Duane's barber shop here.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then this is kind of neat, I think. It's the building on fire.
Uh-huh.
We have a guy here waiting for rescue.
Uh-huh.
And again, smoke, my favorite thing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny, Glenn, if I run that too long,
Uh-huh.
my fire alarm goes off. Yeah, so it's like I have to kill it every once in a while.
Let's
Sure, sure.
That is really neat. What a neat effect. Cool.
Yeah. And then this is just backdrop here. Adds a dimension, of course, as we all know, backdrops are really kind of neat.
Yeah.
So then it gives you the perspective of a town.
Okay.
Another interesting thing is that's my electrical panel.
Uh-huh.
I painted it so I can maintain that mountain ridge.
I'll bet there's a lift out there somewhere.
Oh yes, there is. And you'll notice throughout the layout too that these, I'm pointing them out to you here, the crossing gates, I put sensors in the track, so when trains come over, right here, when a train comes over, all the sensors light for each section.
Wow.
Yeah. And again, tunnels everywhere. This tunnel goes back to the yard. This tunnel goes back over to where we are, where the station is in Durango.
Yeah.
This tunnel comes from Durango and goes over to the Sawmill or Silverton area.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
I do have manual throws on this side of the railroad because I want engineers to have something to do.
Oh, yeah.
But you'll see in the yard, they're all tortoises.
Yeah. Okay.
But I have 47 turnouts across the whole layout.
Oh.
It's 2,300 linear feet of track. And so it was quite a project.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And this is just a combination of, again, sculpt mold and also foam to get the
rocks and and I see we'll probably be able to see it from the other side, but there's a fire watchtower up there. Yeah, cool.
Ranger station.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And I like little scenes like this. There's been
a washout.
Avalanche,
Yeah.
so it's washed out, and the trucks have to wait until.
Cool.
And here is hikers that are going to go mountain climbing up here. So we have the Volkswagen buses and the old school bus type things.
I'm thinking your era might not be correct with those Volkswagen buses.
As they say,
I'm a car guy.
It's my layout.
It's your layout. Yeah.
And this is a dairy that I named after a very close friend of mine who worked on the railroad with me, Bob Anderson. So I just made a little tribute there.
Yeah, I love the cow on
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see that from the other side too. Here we have
the electrical substation.
yeah, where the coal is delivered, and then the substation there.
There by the power plant.
That is a bear to put together.
Yeah.
That's a kit. I went crazy on that one. Explain it.
Okay.
The ice house, and every layout has to have.
Every layout has to have an ice house. Yeah.
And-
In that era,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
beer manufacturer. This is a replica of my building that I owned and my company. However, we didn't make tubing. We were a metal finishing company in Schiller Park, but that's
Really?
exactly the design.
Wow.
And then I took the roof off so you could see inside the detail.
Let me get the camera up in there.
Oh, sure.
I'm fighting with the glare here from the lights above, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's really neat.
So we have the back end of the refinery here that you'll see around the other side, firehouse, and of course the imagery of, you know, having to stop for trains coming through.
Cool.
And I don't like square corners as much as I can eliminate them, so
Get my corners
Yeah.
there. Oh yeah. Go all the way down to the floor, pretty much.
yeah, and then we have a couple of fishermen down here too, so
Oh yeah.
in here. Again, all sculpt and mold by hand here.
Yeah. Oh, great work.
Thanks.
Yeah, I have to apologize to the viewers for the shaky camera, but I'm doing the best I can, but I think you really want to see what I'm seeing here. This is really impressive. Let's move on around, Duane, and
Sure.
so now we're the power company generating station with the coal coming in, and
Here you can see the mobile gas, probably
The
a lot of
refinery.
guys are familiar with that.
oh yeah.
And these trucks here used to deliver oil when the people converted to oil burners in their home.
Right,
So those trucks would come around the front of the house and
right,
fill the tank or whatever.
yeah.
And then we've got the back end view of the ice house.
Yeah. Really neat. And again, I think some of your trucks are a little new for the
Yeah.
era. And yes, I will hold that against you for what that's worth. But
Back end of
You
the
know-
dairy and the back end of the ice or the
the power plant, yeah.
power plant.
The bottom line is, as neat as those big Peterbilts are, how can you not have them in a layout?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I agree. And this is the backside of the Anderson Dairy with their milk trucks and
And then
deliveries.
we have a little industrial park here for lunches. And we've got Benny's
food trucks.
Burgers,
Yeah.
Benny's Burgers, and Bob's Hot Dogs.
Oh boy. And the picnic tables, so yeah, cool. And here's a feature you don't often see on a railroad: a highway tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see from here it doesn't go very far. Yeah, great idea.
And the lumber yard here.
It looks like he does some John dealership too.
Mm-hmm. Yep, little spilt diesel over here too.
Yeah. Oh, the filling.
Guy
That's
picking
neat.
up some of the
Oh yeah.
rock and all kind of stuff back here.
Really cool.
And we had to have a pasture, so
Oh yeah, you gotta have
little pasture here
the cattle.
with a water pump.
Looks like an oil derrick to
Well,
me.
it's a
but
water
yeah,
pump,
it's a water
yeah.
pump. Yeah, that is neat.
And this is just the yard, industrial yard, so typically there would be somebody here who would be servicing all the industries with
Right.
cars that would come over from the regular yard.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, this tunnel here, just so you know, comes from Durango.
That tunnel from Durango.
Yeah.
Okay.
And although there is no Silverton per se, we have a sawmill, which is hypothetically in.
Oh yeah. That is neat.
There's a welding guy doing this thing here every once in a while. You see it. There he goes. There you go. Start that.
Operating sawmill.
Yeah. It'll be burn the sawdust over there.
Uh-oh. Cool. And the fire watch tower.
Take it down this corridor right here. I don't know if your viewers or their wives or whoever's watching watches Heartland out of Canada. So this is, my wife loves Heartland, so we have Heartland there.
Oh,
and you
cool.
can see a little gal here riding backward.
On her horse.
So,
Yeah.
interesting story.
Yeah.
I had a problem with this area back here.
I'm sorry.
There's
Wait,
switches.
I'm
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at
Yeah.
the kids down here on the dock. Okay, now.
I had a problem with all these switches from here along this area. I couldn't get to it. So I had to go on the outside here, take out the window frame,
Oh, out of the house.
work on that.
And work through from outside the window. Oh boy. Well,
This is my programming area where I program all my engines. And
Well, you know, it's interesting, Duane. One of the things that was a requirement when I designed my layout was I had to be able to reach everywhere. And so if, you know, that was the shape. If I couldn't reach it, I couldn't do it.
That's why I work from the inside out, right?
Right, yeah. This is... Okay, where are we now? Okay, so here's your programming. Yep, you got your computer set up here.
And I have 2 programming tracks right down here.
Oh, right.
Yep, one for Decoder Pro.
Yeah.
And the other one is for ESU, for loc sound programming.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And of course, all that is behind the curtains.
Yep.
And that's the corporate office for the LP and SJ right here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Headquarters.
Yeah. Diesel house.
And then the diesel repair facility.
Again, no roof.
Well, you know, it's Colorado. How cold does it get?
And all the way down, Glenn.
The turntable.
Yep. Turntable. And then all the way down, you could see the mountain scenery. That's handmade, 1/4-inch foam board, painted.
Oh.
And as you
with
can
lighting
see,
behind it.
Yeah. So I can simulate any time of day. Right now, it's just sort of a sample of
Different colors.
lightning or whatever.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh, that doesn't go there?
No.
Oh. Wow.
And then the yard.
And that, I don't think that flashlight belongs there either.
No.
That's, you know, we don't look into stuff like that.
Except when you point it out.
Everybody that's watching on my video knows there's never anything on my layout that isn't supposed to be there. Right, people?
Right.
Yeah, no. Okay.
And this is a tunnel that goes underneath the
yard
area, right?
Yeah.
So I cut all this out. And now, if I have a derailment,
you can get in there.
I can get in there. But also it's for kids to see. They love to see the trains
going through the tunnel.
Yeah. And so I put tin foil, or what do you call it?
To simulate rock.
Yeah, simulate rock, and painted it.
Yeah, cool.
And I have an 11-track yard. So I keep track of which track I'm on with these little signs here.
Yeah. Good idea.
And then this is the switch yard control panel.
Oh yeah, all the electronics.
So.
And I like the lights on the layout to tell you which direction the switches are.
Right, exactly.
Great idea.
So we can throw this, for example, right here. They're all coordinated.
And those are tortoise machines.
Yeah.
Cool.
There are 27 tortoise machines. Quite an investment.
Yeah. When I was designing my layout, that was one of the reasons I went with snap switches, was just because of the cost of doing everything else. They're not as prototypical, but neither is most everything I do.
Yeah, right.
So. Okay, folks, that's it for today. Thanks to Duane for sharing. What a great time, great layout. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, hit that little button down there in that corner. And we'll see you next time when we'll see what's going to happen.